Hi everyone, I'm here to talk about how mass media has changed our culture over the past years. So, when you go out, you will always see somebody either on their cell phones, on their computers, on their tablets, and this is usually the way that people communicate with each other. This is how we stay in contact with each other, or we get updated through social media or about the news. However, I believe that there are some negative effects that mass media has had on our culture and some positive. So, some of the negatives are cyberbullying. So, cyberbullying has increased tremendously and is taking place because it's more through the screen, not a face to face. So, the words that are being said are more harsh and the consequences aren't as bad because you don't know whether that person is the person that they are saying to be. Another negative effect is fraud. So, buying a product online, sending your money, and not getting that product in return, which has happened to me and is very horrible. It's a very horrible feeling, spending money and not getting that product in return. Another negative impact I believe that mass media has had is the way that kids communicate with each other, online. And you never know, well, kids being kids, they never know who that person says they are. So they could be talking to somebody, and that person could be saying, oh, yeah, like I'm a teenager, but really they're 50. They're not being honest because they know that children don't think as wisely as older people do. So, I think that another negative effect is the lack of exercise that children get. So, a lot of children have an increase in weight gain, and this is because the really only exercise they get is in school in PE. One of the positive things I believe that mass media has had is the unlimited amount of resources we have through the internet. So if we want to know something, we just go online, look it up, and we don't have to ask other people. We don't have to ask our mom or dad or our friends or our professor. We just go online, look it up, and there we have the answer right at the end of our fingertips. So, that's one positive thing. Another positive thing is the way that we spread the word. So, if a natural disaster happens, we know right away, you know. For example, like the 9/11 attack, when it happened, it was on every channel, on every TV. It was all over the radio. Everyone knew literally seconds that after it happened. So everyone was aware of what was going on, which is very important. So I believe that's a positive effect that mass media has had. One way that I believe we can have control on mass media is parents being aware of what their children are watching. I think that this is a way to have, protect our children. Make sure they're not on sites they're not supposed to be on, or make sure that outsiders are not being harmful to your children. But I think as us older adults, we need to have the opportunity to see the outside world and not be so isolated. We need to have those resources and that information from the outside world. So I think we don't need a restriction, but our children do. I think mass media has both negative and positive effects. One being negative, the positive being knowledge, and the negative being, cyberbullying and stuff. I think if we use it wisely and correctly, it will be good for us as a society. I think over the next years, over the next 30 years, our world will advance in a very big way. Thank you.